Netanyahu serves no end to Gaza war until Hamas is destroyed. Israel's Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, has emphasized that the conditions for ending the conflict in Gaza remain unchanged, following a ceasefire plan presented by U.S. President Joe Biden. Netanyahu's stance is clear. The war will not conclude until Hamas's military and governing capabilities are dismantled, all hostages are freed, and Gaza no longer poses a threat to Israel. On Friday, President Biden announced that Israel was offering a new roadmap towards a full ceasefire in Gaza. This plan involves a three-stage process, beginning with a 6-week phase where Israeli forces would withdraw from populated areas of Gaza. This initial phase would also see the release of several hostages, including women, the elderly, and the wounded, in exchange for the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners. During these 6 weeks, Israel and the Palestinians would negotiate a lasting ceasefire, with the truce remaining in place while talks continue. Hamas has indicated a positive reception to Biden's plan, while Israel remains firm on its prerequisites for a permanent ceasefire. Israel's opposition leader Yair Lapid has urged Netanyahu to heed Biden's call for a Gaza truce under which Hamas would release hostages. Lapid stressed that the Israeli government should not ignore Biden's significant speech and the deal on the table. International reactions have been varied. UK Foreign Secretary David Cameron has urged Hamas to accept the proposal to stop the fighting, release hostages, and allow humanitarian aid into Gaza. The Secretary General and Neil Guterres welcomed Biden's initiative, encouraging all parties to seize the opportunity for a ceasefire, the release of all hostages, and a durable peace in the Middle East. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock described the Israeli offer as a glimpse of hope and a potential path out of the war's deadlock. The EU chief, Ursula von der Leyen, also supported a balanced and realistic approach to end the bloodshed. Saudi Arabia expressed its support for efforts aimed at an immediate ceasefire and the withdrawal of Israeli troops, while Indonesia offered to send significant peacekeeping forces and medical personnel to Gaza if a ceasefire is agreed. Despite these diplomatic efforts, the conflict continues. Israel's military actions in Rafah have led to intense artillery shelling, tank fire, and sniper presence, causing further displacement and suffering for Palestinian civilians. The Israeli seizure of the Rafah crossing has significantly slowed aid deliveries and effectively closed Gaza's main exit point. The UN reports that 1.4 million people were sheltering in Rafah before the offensive, with 1 million having fled since then.